Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic episode of 10 Forward with your host, me, Brian, Master of None. We're going to talk about some strange worlds. We're going to talk about some Star Wars. Hell, a lot of that to talk about today. Let's get that intro going and let's get this son of a bitch off the ground.
Something new from Focus 3.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I just got home from work. Still wearing my uniform. Hope everyone's doing well. Looks like I have Fade and Stella. How you doing?
Hi, not too bad. I'm still recovering from Maverick on Friday.
I still haven't got a chance to watch it yet. Budgeting.
Yeah, what's up, Ron?
Hey, Fade, what's going on, man? Sorry I was late. I'm sure you were back there for a minute. My bad. I got
no
caught up
problem.
at work, and I just...
It's okay. I'm in the middle of making dinner anyway, so I'm going to be in and out for a few minutes.
Okay, that's good. No, I was like sitting there just trying to get everything going, like waiting for my computer to log up, waiting for it to load. Let's go. And then finally, it's there. And yeah, I had to be like, yeah, I'm on my way, man. 1 minute late. I still got it in before Facebook started throwing a fit. It's like Facebook's like, if you don't do your stream within 10 minutes of the time you say you're going to do it, we cancel it. It's like, oh, all right. Hey, Protoss X, what's going on? Welcome. Oh man, I am slacking hard today. I still got to get
more reason to be a co-producer on my end, so
right.
Just so I can fire up everything then for you.
All right. Let's.
All right, guys, I will be right back.
No worries.
No problem. In case you're wondering, long walks for me is bad, and since I've had COVID all this time, what little prescription medication I have makes me ill. So that's why I'm a little on the Soronicky side right now.
Oh, that's all right. That's quite all right. All right. So we are ready.
Woohoo!
To talk. Well, normally the reason why I wanted to get off early today was because I was like, I need to get my thumbnails all sorted. I need to get all that going. No. I did it yesterday, but thankfully I logged into my phone and set the links out for everybody else. All right. So first things first, we're going to talk about this lovely episode this week.
Oh yes, this show is not disappointing by any means. And this is from an old Star Trek fan.
Mm-hmm. No, there's really nothing to complain about as far as this show's concerned.
No, well, there's still the haters that, I'm never going to watch that. I'm like, well, watch it. Then we can actually have a conversation, but don't yell at me for saying, it's not still Star Trek. I'm from old Star Trek. I love this show.
I know what Star Trek is, pal.
Yes. And again, look at my avatar.
Very true.
But yeah.
I like this week's episode. We keep getting to know more and more about La'ana, and she's quickly turning into one of my favorites. Her trauma dealing with the Gorn. I almost said the Borg. No, and I think that's really interesting. And I don't know about like the people who are complaining, canon wise about, in the original series they didn't encounter the Gorn until it's like, bro, take it easy.
Yeah, breathe.
This show's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call it a reboot like some people are saying. It's a slightly different timeline. Even Picard going back, in First Contact, he didn't quite fix everything. Things are a little off. Every
True.
time they go back, there's something goes a little amiss. So I don't know. It's hard to say. No time travel has been perfect as far as we know. You're not going to contaminate something somehow.
Well, there's always going to be some kind of a butterfly effect of
Oh, yeah.
sorts.
But yeah, this episode, wow.
Yeah, no. But like I said, we got to see some of the gore, and I liked how they evaded and eventually defeated them.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Going into the gas giant, and then like into the core they go. And I'm sorry, this Enterprise is so pretty.
Yes. Hey, nothing wrong with the Constellation class.
No,
The one we originally fell in love with. Yeah.
I never really liked the original series just because it was too smooth.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it lacked like that certain detail like this one does. I mean, you can see character. Yeah, you can see it in the paneling. Like not every panel is exactly the same, and then like the Next Generation was the same thing, and anything after that. So, oh yeah.
Well, again, it's Star Trek with money.
True.
Hey, TW.
Star Trek with a budget. We got Spock questioning the captain.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Axel. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nuts how they set the trap for for the Enterprise.
Yeah, very Wrath of Khan reminiscent.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the.
Hey, Drogo, what's up, man? But.
Yeah.
Huh. This is like I said. Every outing thus far has been pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one thing I don't really like about the Enterprise is I always thought that the Constellation classes were more like heavy cruiser type ships. At least like in Star Trek Online, they don't turn on a dime. Like if you watch this show, like the way they make the Enterprise maneuver,
it's a bit sluggish.
It looks like the Defiant. It's
very nimble.
Dude, they Tokyo drifted a black hole.
That was cool, but I'm just saying, like, have you noticed that though with this show, like how like it was a couple weeks ago they were evading somebody or they were attacking something. It was just like they were flying in and out like it was a Defiant class. I was like,
it was the Comet episode. The Comet episode.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, okay, so the Constellation class was supposed to be a combination battle cruiser and exploration vessel.
Yeah, but still,
it's a bit maneuverable. But you also have to realize the physics of space. Okay, there are no ups and downs in space.
No,
so
I understand that, but like, okay, from a video game perspective, and I'm assuming you guys have played a couple of the Star Trek games.
Oh yeah.
I've tried. Yes.
Okay, Constellation class. How maneuverable are they?
Not very.
No.
In the games, they're not. I think deliberately because it's easier on them for programming.
Well, I imagine so, but like, just for me, like I've always imagined a larger object in space.
They maneuver about as well as a bantha in stand. So But then again, the Sovereign class, the Enterprise E.
Ashley, what's up?
The Enterprise E tends to maneuver too much for its size too, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's very true, especially when freaking Riker grabs the stick, comes up out the ground, out the floor. It's like, oh, good lord.
Oh, good lord, what are we doing?
Hey, Chris!
I just got back.
Heck yeah, I just got in too, man.
You're not gonna believe where I went again today. Where I just got.
Bro, did you watch Top Gun again?
I went and saw it again. Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna have to get you help, dude.
Dude, is that like number 4 now, Chris?
I've seen it every day since it got released.
And I thought I had it bad.
We've
seen it once, and I want to see it again.
But now we're talking about. I just want to say, I don't want to be the party pooper here, guys. But there's no such thing as maneuverability in space. There's no friction.
I know that, but like
that's what I was saying.
But when you have like it's just like saying a Star Destroyer can maneuver like a TIE fighter.
Yeah, I like the idea. Look, X-wings would look stupid if they didn't have wings. You know.
Well, I get you, but like
So you got to have.
you're
the
trying to
wings
tell
on.
me that like if I understand that
The more
physics of
powerful
space-
engine, then absolutely there is some maneuverability in space. Absolutely, a more powerful engine, or
Something that
I
like-
imagine mass has something to do with it.
I don't
Probably.
really. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a physicist, but I'm sure
I don't know either. I think a TIE
object
fighter. I
mass
think in
would
outer
have something
space.
to do with it.
I think in outer space, a TIE fighter weighs exactly as much as a Valkyrie or a Super Star Destroyer or the
Yeah.
Death Star. They all
Yeah.
weigh, but no, some things can be so big in outer space they actually have
The
their own
Death Star
gravity.
has its own gravitational.
Yeah, they have their
pull.
own gravitational pull. So
Yeah,
It could
so
be.
it's like I don't know. Then that is a. If anyone knows a
Well,
physicist,
and that's
I
where
would
we're
like to know
touching
that.
upon a problem with space combat.
man, you guys want to hear some crazy shit? This is my
What's that?
fourth time seeing this movie, and it did not dawn on me. I've been so wrapped up in all the other shit. It did not dawn on me until this very movie, this time seeing it, that Penny is Penny Benjamin,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Admiral's daughter
yeah,
Oh, wow.
that they joke about in the first movie.
yes.
Why the fuck did I not put two and two together?
You
That's
realize
crazy.
that? Yeah.
I did not know that. I mean,
Yep.
it
Oh,
didn't.
Jeff.
But I'm not gonna talk about it at all because I don't want to
Talk
spoil
about
it
it
for
a
people who
little
haven't
later.
seen it.
Yeah.
I loved this little bit between Uhura and the chief engineer.
Yeah, Hammer. Yeah, it's cool.
I like him.
Yeah, he gets his hand wrecked when they go into the gas giant.
Hmm.
I haven't
And-
watched this yet. See, I should have waited
Oh.
till the Star Trek part was over
No, it's okay.
because
Well,
I'm
okay.
saving them so I can binge them, man. You know.
Oh no,
Oh.
this show is actually pretty good to go and watch the movies or the episodes by themselves.
Yeah.
Like it's a
It
pretty
carries
decent.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's very episodic.
Uh-huh.
You'll
Even
be
the damn
fine.
Lady Gaga song was good. And I don't even like Lady Gaga, but even the song slaps. I was like, dude, that's Berlin all over again.
hmm
I pulled it off. So, what episode is this? 5 or 6? How many are
Four.
we into now?
Four.
Four. Okay, so
Four.
it's only 4.
Good for it.
Yeah.
See, that's not enough, man. I liked the first one so much. I was like, man, I gotta hang back for at least a month, guys, because I know I get cranky when I want to jump to the next episode and I can't.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. It really does. But yeah, Anson. No.
I'm just the opposite though. Like every time I know one of these episodes is out, I gotta go watch it, man.
Look at them fingernails.
I know,
Right.
right?
I didn't even notice. Eh.
It's like, oh my god, girlfriend,
No,
let's show
it spells
nails.
something. I think it spells something on the pinky's a J. I'm telling you, I think it spells something. The pinky is a J.
Yeah, I'm not
And
seeing
it said
anything
down
right
there.
now, but
hmm
The pinky is a J. You'd have to look
yeah,
at it.
I see the J.
Yeah, so I don't know. Jill.
Yeah.
What's her name in the show?
Una.
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 Yeah.
Una.
Number 1, Una. Yeah.
Dumbest fucking name ever, but okay.
Yeah, they really stretched on that one. And I like how they found out how the Gorn communicated through light pulses. That was something akin.
Dude, the Gorn. Okay, so I watched the episode Arena from the original series, and the Gorn was such a rubbery, weird-looking thing. But these Gorn have made me like fear Gorn. It's like, wow, they're pack hunters. They even pack hunt with their ships.
Okay, the Gorn is
Mhm.
something that's part of the EU as well, right? Extended Universe Star Wars. I've heard of them.
Not Star Wars, Star Trek,
Or
dude.
Star Trek, I
Star
mean.
Trek, though.
It's
Yeah,
Extended
that's-
Universe.
Well, the episode that Thade's talking about is the one that everybody knows from the original series, where
Yeah.
Kirk is fighting that rubber, like lizard-looking thing. That's a Gorn.
Oh, well
The-
then what's
The rubber
race of-
lizard mask.
What's the race of my girl then? The fucking the one I like on here, the security officer,
Oh,
Leon.
no,
La'ana.
she's a descendant of Augment.
Which technically means she is sort of an augment.
She's kind of an augment, yeah.
Mhm.
I like how in this episode it was Remembrance Day. Kind of, we have Memorial Day today.
Mhm.
I like how they did that. Also, Obi-Wan did that a little bit with the veteran clone trooper too.
Yeah, I dug that actually. Total allegory for the way we treat our soldiers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, having been homeless, I've seen veterans like that. It's horrible.
I cannot believe that a matinee on Memorial Day Monday was just as packed as it was all weekend, as it's been all weekend. I thought I was
Yeah.
like being slick getting into the theater
Oh.
while everybody else is out barbecuing, telling war stories and shit. I was going to be able to get in with my uncle and my cousin, and there wouldn't be a lot of people.
They're like,
So,
Sorry.
Oh man.
It's a good movie. It's getting good reviews. Everyone loves it.
This episode did have some serious Wrath of Khan vibes. Not gonna
Oh.
lie.
Oh yeah,
are those? What are those? Are those coffins?
photon torpedoes. Yeah,
Oh, the
Yeah.
torpedoes. All right.
No,
Those are
coffins.
those are
torpedoes
coffins.
being used as coffins. Yeah. The
Yeah, because
shells.
they're going to fire them off into space. That's how they do it.
Well, I just noticed they got Starfleet flags over them. That
Yeah.
made me think they were coffins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
they lost several members of the crew in this episode.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh man, what sweet. And that's La'ana's Remembrance Day badge. She didn't wear.
Does
it.
anybody remember how much the crew complement is of a Constellation class
I-
Starfleet
It
vessel?
was supposed to be like 300, I think,
Something like that. Yeah.
way back when. Yeah,
It's in the
300
early
something.
hundreds, like low hundreds.
Yeah. It's not
Because
a
I know the
lot.
Galaxy class vessels were like thousands of people.
Yeah, it was like 1,200, I think. So Constellation class is a lot less. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Degrassi Knowles, 425.
Thank you, Degrassi. Appreciate that. You know, going back to the whole gravity and space thing, though, do you think a Star Destroyer, especially a Super Star Destroyer, would have its own gravity?
Possibly, yeah.
With as big as they are?
They're
should.
big.
And I wonder, did the Death Star have its own outer gravity as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
absolutely. I imagine. Not very much, but like a small moon's gravity of sorts. And that's like the one thing that like all these new age physicists on Twitter that complained about the bombing run in Star Wars. It's like you don't think a large ship.
That was
like
one of the
that-
first thing I said. The Valkyries basically
I
a
watched
flying Death Star.
I watched a video yesterday that was talking about like the top 20 dogfights in movie history, and they had an actual fighter pilot on the clip, and they did the trench run in Star Wars, and he was like, he says it were the with the exception of being in space, that the aerodynamics of how they shot that shot with the starfighters and stuff would work just like that. Like he praised that scene, saying it was very realistic.
Cool.
And when it's coming from an actual fighter pilot, I believe it, not some wannabe physicist on Twitter.
Very true.
Dude, the problem. I'll get into that when we start talking about Kenobi.
Yeah. Well, so out of 10, I'd probably say this is about a 9. It was a pretty solid outing for Strange New Worlds.
Definitely.
Now, I have a
IMDb
question,
asked me, so I was like,
and this is something that I can only briefly remember. When they were in the mirror universe in the show Enterprise, wasn't there a Gorn there too?
Yes, there was.
yes.
Okay,
But, it was after they got the Defiant or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Because it was stuck. It was in the ship and it was hunting people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, the moment everybody's been waiting for.
Pack hunting lizards.
Right? Well, Ted Forrest once again presents another fabulous edition of Evening at the Holodeck, where we talk about anything but Star Trek for just a little bit.
Good.
All right. So this week, as per the thumbnail, we will be talking Obi Wan Kenobi, episodes 1 and 2. And not only that, but we'll be talking about a little bit more from what we've already been talking about this week, which is what happened with Star Wars Celebration. I personally am just very, very happy to have
Dude,
Star
the
Wars
slate
back
for
in our
Celebration
lives again. It's just
the slate for
amazing.
Celebration was fucking amazing. Everything they announced.
Yeah.
Like
Every
20, there's
single
like
thing.
15 different projects coming.
Yeah, and not a one of them is a dud. I swear. Like,
Yeah.
And
not
dude,
a
they
one of
already
them.
third season of Mandalorian hasn't even hit yet, and they've already greenlit a 4th season.
Huh. I thought they were only going to do 3 seasons. I thought, what's his face? I was like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. Thanks, Grace, liar. Oh.
Oh, we don't talk about that thing.
The fifth
Oh,
brother.
come on, Grace.
Really cool. It's interesting how he's the one that bites it on Malachor, right? Maul
Who?
kills it. Maul offs the fifth brother.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, that was in Rebels. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm still hoping we get a cameo from Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, and I just want to make a final just to point out this to people that are going, oh my god, they killed the Grand Inquisitor. Powans have 2 stomachs, dude. They have redundant organ systems.
Well, not only that, but he's got plot armor. You know he's still
Yeah.
alive.
Exactly.
They're like, he's dead. He killed the Grand Inquisitor. It's like, dude, people have died. People have survived lightsabers to the gut before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, the point they make is, well, Qui-Gon did, and I said Qui-Gon was tired, dude.
Qui-Gon knew he was gonna go. He sacrificed himself.
Mm-hmm.
To buy
The thing is,
Obi-Wan
like,
some time.
I was pointing this out talking to Stella yesterday. All Darksiders that have had like horrible injuries have survived.
Mm-hmm.
Vader, Maul getting cut in
Maul.
half.
Yeah.
On the video game, on the Knights of the Old Republic game, you have Darth Sion, who kept dying and coming back. Darth Nihilus, who was a wound in the Force. Like, all of these Darksiders have survived like horrendous wounds.
Darth Bane.
Darth Bane, who was poisoned by Orbalisks.
Yeah. His whole body was pain. Or his whole life was pain.
His whole life was pain. Yeah.
Basically. Well, Darth Vader, same thing.
Oh, and another thing that I want to point out. Now, one aspect of this show that I'm not really fond of is the Reva character. But I will say this. All of you dipsticks out there that are saying that in a specific article she said she was better than Darth Vader, you're wrong. What her exact words was, Vader knows who he is. He was trained by the best. Reva thinks she knows who she is, and she thinks she's the best.
Yeah.
Everybody has spun that to her saying, Moses Ingram saying she was better than Darth Vader, herself personally. I'm like, no, she says Reva thinks she's the best, but then again, that's what a Sith does. They're all going to think they're the best.
Right. I think I'm the best. Am I a Sith? Huh? No.
The truth is, there's only one best Sith, and we all know who that is. So.
Yeah, it's Darth Sidious.
Yeah, Darth Revan.
He's
Darth Maul, guys. Come
the
on, man.
Sithari, dude. I don't know about you, man, but yeah. Sidious. Come on.
Sidious?
Yeah.
No, that's the Sith Eternal. The Sithari was Anakin.
Sidious is just the most calculated, the most sneaky, backstabbing motherfucker of all the Sith.
And can we talk about how badass Owen Lars is?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can we also like speculate on the fact? Hopefully. Okay. So they talk about it a little bit in the novel, from a certain point of view. When Obi-Wan gets killed, he talks about defending the Lars homestead.
Mm-hmm.
And Owen punching him in the face saying, leave us alone. We don't need your help. Do you think we're going to see that in this show?
It's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already got a hate on for Kenobi, obviously.
Yeah. I think it was like, they did it in the comics, like EU stuff. I want
Yeah.
to say it was like Tusken Raiders or something like that, like came. But I would be more interested to see if it was something Imperial-ish-esque. But probably not. But yeah, no, Owen is a badass in this show. I like him a lot.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he stood down a Darksider's lightsaber and didn't even, like, shiver.
Yeah, he didn't flinch or anything.
I wonder if he was ever a soldier or anything, or has he always just been a farmer? Because,
Well, I mean, shit, you guys saw what happened to Shmi.
yeah, dude's got balls of solid rock. That's all I'm saying. I guess these Tatooine folks are made of sterner shit, man.
Mm.
Right?
I liked his scene, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't get that takeaway from it. He's protective of Luke. It shows he actually gave a shit about Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But well, I guess he's kind of a badass. I mean, But I
I
think
wonder
he's
if she
just
could.
one of those people that accepts his fate. Like, if today's the day I die, today's the day I die. You know?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That could be it too. I mean, if you look at the mindset of some of the major characters we've known from Tatooine, they've all been kind of that way.
Mm.
I accept that this is the day I could die.
Because I mean, if he was, I don't know, if he's such a badass, why couldn't he save Anakin's mom? You know?
Right?
Well, at the time he was
He's
a
not a
kid.
Jedi. He was a
Owen was
kid,
in his
yeah.
teens when that happened.
Oh, was he that young?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he was 17.
he really wasn't. He didn't know who Anakin was, and Smee, he probably didn't.
All
I'm
he
thinking
knew
of
was
the,
that
I
his
know what I'm
father
thinking. I'm
cleaved.
thinking of the end of Revenge of the Sith. That's when you see that it's Joel Edgerton. That's
Yeah.
why it's. That's why it's. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that timeline doesn't make sense, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. Vader.
Dum 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 dum.
I can't wait, man.
No, if anything, look, Protoss. If anything, he should have left Reva the fuck alone because she's not to be messed with. I'm not saying she's OP or anything,
No,
but
you
he's
have to
got
understand,
he's
Protoss.
got a
At that
mission
moment,
to do. What he
at
should have done is killed that fucking Jawa. That's who he should have killed. If he's gonna kill anything, he should have killed that filthy little creature, that filthy little Jawa.
Protoss, at that moment, Obi-Wan still did not have his connection to the Force. He had cut himself off from the Force. He couldn't have yanked her lightsaber.
Yeah.
He's got PTSD like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Parkour.
Yeah. Plain and simply, he's rusty. He's out of practice. You see how far he fought to keep Leia from falling. He was like really pulling
Yeah,
everything
they're
that he
going
could
in
to.
on that little girl, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Mhm.
There's just some real pieces of shit out there, man. There's no way to really like. No, there's really no way around it. There's just some real pieces of shit out there, man.
Yeah.
That will say whatever. You know, they were making fun of her like her teeth, and like Ryan
Yep.
Cannell was saying, there's no dentists on Tatooine. She's got rotten teeth.
Not Tatooine, Alderaan.
Yeah, Alderaan, and just was ripping into her, and then
What?
yeah, and Mecca's still
Dude,
riding that wave. I don't care. I don't have time for it to be canceled. That's why you've made 7 videos in like 3 days, bitch. Yeah, okay, give me a break.
Look, these people, dude, they did the same thing to Jake Lloyd after episode 1. They bullied him so bad he stopped acting.
Like you trained his father?
Yeah. I love that line.
Really sharp tongue argument there. I was like, oh.
Right?
It's like, go Owen.
Okay, so to answer that question about the Obi-Wan and the Ben thing, Degrassi, there was an article I put on the Point Extra Lounge backstage on Twitter the other day. It talked about Leia knows Ben Kenobi. She remembers Ben because in the prisoner scene or the jail scene in A New Hope, she says, "Ben Kenobi, where is he?" Like,
Yeah.
she realizes that Obi-Wan and Ben are the same person.
Yeah, I think in this part of the timeline yet, she hasn't really developed that bond with who. I mean, because everyone's like, oh,
No, but no,
there's
like
two-
William was saying Friday that they would have to like cloud Leia's mind or whatever to get her not to. She remembered who Ben Kenobi was.
Yeah.
yeah,
She
yeah.
says that line in A New Hope.
Yeah, I've got your R2 unit. I'm here with Ben Kenobi. Ben Kenobi, where is he?
Yeah.
And then they leave Castell.
Plus, she had just literally sent a message out through the R2 unit to Ben, calling him
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Well, a lot of people are saying that that's confusing because she says you served my father in the Clone Wars. She didn't mention, well, you saved me when I was a child. And the thing is, that's not something important for her to bring up. It's like Ben would know that,
And remember, it's still her being a princess sending out an official message.
Yes, she's a diplomat
Yeah.
at that time. She's a senator.
And how about poor Flea getting bisected by this guy with the spinning lightsaber?
Yeah, that was like, oh, damn it. Okay, Flea's not going to come back next season. Or highly doubtfully.
He got up to higher ground.
In this show, I think she just met him. Like she didn't know who he was. So
Right now, she just knows he's a
she just
dude
knows him
named
as
Ben.
Ben.
I don't think she realizes he's Obi-Wan yet, but she will know later.
Mhm.
And then she saw Obi
Yeah, me.
walking around like a gunslinger, trying to hide with his lightsaber
Oh,
on his
dude.
hip.
Bro Dan
Doing
got
it.
upset the other day. He was like, Obi-Wan's using a blaster. He would use a blaster. I'm like, he used a blaster to kill Grievous.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he said so uncivilized.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he knows they're uncivilized, but he also knows that on that one planet, he couldn't pull his lightsaber. Otherwise, bing, 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 Jedi, 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 you know?
Mhm. And then there was Ben sitting on a cliff.
I just
Watching
didn't
the
like that
homestead.
Yes.
he was wearing it on his hip, like just showing it off to people.
Yeah, well, I mean, you also have to understand how PTSD works. He's not thinking clearly.
Mm.
Oh man.
Oh, so
Another
sad.
thing, to all these people bitching about Obi-Wan can't be broken. He's a space wizard. They know no fear. Like, eat me. You know,
Yeah.
he's a war.
Who the fuck is saying that shit?
Dude, most of them fandom menace asshats are saying that.
I heard Rodan saying that, like, I've been saying forever that I want it to be a PTSD, and Chris was fighting him, and I'm like, I don't know where the fuck he's getting that from. That's never happened. I've always been the one to argue with people saying that at this moment in time, Obi would be completely mind fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And even without the PTSD, because he was a soldier for how many decades? No, he's got the PTSD because he feels like he failed Anakin. It's guilt. It's survivor's guilt. It's all that shit wrapped into one.
Well,
and I always knew that
me,
is what it would be like on that.
It
planet.
reminds me of what happened in the show Spartacus when he was forced to kill his best friend that was also a gladiator. Like he feels that well, you know, he even says it in Revenge of the Sith, I failed you, Anakin, you know. He's taken all of this to heart that it was all his fault.
Well, it's all the Jedi's fault when I look at it like that. But yeah, he's taking it on himself that he fucked up. But I did go back and watch just to make sure. He did look at a hologram where he heard Sidious flat out call him Vader.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
He used his name. He's like, this Darth Vader you've turned into. I love Revenge of the Sith. I've watched that movie a bunch of times.
Well,
It's the
also,
only one of the
another
prequels I
thing.
can stay awake through the whole way.
Another thing, that the fact that Reva knows, and this is another big sticking point for people, the fact that Reva knows that Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. For one, she would know who Anakin and Obi-Wan were because she was a Padawan at the temple.
And she was at the temple during Order 66.
She was there the night of Order 66, so I'm sure she saw Anakin Skywalker walk in with clone troopers and start shooting the place up.
Well, it's a theory that she was there. I don't know if they've
Okay,
actually. I think she was there.
Okay,
But
so
I've rewatched this 4 times. Go ahead. I'll talk after Fade.
Oh no, go ahead, hon. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go. You go first.
Well, okay, so the very first part of the first episode, when the Order 66 flashback thing happened, when right before they you know, the clone troopers bust in and all that, when that female Jedi is training those children, Reva's the little girl with the braids that they focus on briefly. That's Reva.
Yeah,
I imagine that's her. But
yeah, no, the opening shot when they're pulling in, when the kids are doing form, that's Reva. Because I watched it like 3 or 4 times. She's the darkest skinned youngling, and she has the braids that are braided in the back of her head, under the helmet. So it literally, the show starts with her as the first person that you see.
Yeah, so she saw Darth Vader before.
Well, she saw Order 66. I don't know if she saw Darth Vader or not, or even Anakin. But
all the younglings must have seen all the
if they're
masters
working,
and know the people in the council are.
If they're look, if he's taking her in as a Padawan, which he obviously has, he would tell her his name. He told Stark. I think they're working the Star Killer angle just through Reva.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what they're doing. I think that's smart too, because I mean, there's
Yeah.
no other.
That would explain why she has a hard on to kill Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because her master
Or to
wants
bring him
it.
to Vader at the very least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she wants. She wants to bring him to Vader. Vader wants him
Mhm.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because she told him, you won't die today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was kind of getting like with young Leia, I was getting Omega vibes
Yeah, I was too.
because there was a lot of episodes of the Bad Batch where they would go to the cantina and they'd be like, "Don't run off," and she'd run off, and it's like, "Oh god, dang it!" We'd get a whole episode of hijinks.
Oh, and to all the people that are griping about Leia running away from Obi-Wan, well, he's a Jedi Master. He should have been able to catch a 10-year-old. Have you ever tried to catch a 10-year-old? Any of you?
It's pretty cool.
And again, he hasn't used his Force skills in a long time. He hasn't. You could tell.
He's probably
He's
been unplugged
relying-
for about a decade. He's probably been
Yeah.
unplugged for 10 years. So
He's literally off the grid. He's off the Force grid too. So he has to relearn to use all those muscles again.
I
Gotta
I
give
really
him time.
I really dug this scene. All right. No, with the two lightsabers.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
that
great
was-
reveal.
He buried it. Nobody got my pun. Damn it!
that you
I
dug
really
the
dug it.
scene.
I
Yeah,
really
you
dug it.
did.
I
Yeah,
dug it.
waiting
It
for
just
more.
wasn't
We
funny.
got it. It just wasn't
Damn
good,
it.
man. It was a very dad
All right,
joke.
moving on. It's the kind of humor you could expect here at 10 Forward.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's right. I'll be here half the week. Let's see. Yeah, no, some frantic Obi-Wan. Gotta love it.
Mhm.
A lot of pictures this time. I'm pretty impressed. No, it was nice getting to see him go out and about, and the fact that Bail Organa shows up at his little in his cave, and he straight
Yeah.
up is like, "Hey, bro, can you go save my daughter?
Mhm.
Can you please do this?" And he's like, "All right, I'm on it." And like you say, Chris, like we got the Tamora Morrison coming back.
Yeah, it's totally. And
Yeah,
he's
the
in blue,
hair,
so it's
the
obviously a
beard.
501st guy.
Yeah.
Although, I don't understand that either because in lore, all the 501st became stormtroopers.
They did. They became
They
Vader's
were, as a
hand.
matter of fact, they were the only clones left. Later on down the line, they started genetically engineering. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like the 501st were the only clone troopers left after the rest kind of phased out and stuff. And they got, you got Rex and them still floating around, but for the most part, the 501st became Vader's unit.
Hey, Bill.
They became stormtroopers, and
Hey,
they were
Belle.
only ever with him. Everywhere he went, they went.
Welcome.
Yes, Star Wars talk.
Yes, we are talking Star Wars.
Obi-Wan.
But yeah, Kenobi, I couldn't say enough about it. I want to hear buy some death sticks.
Yeah.
The harsh realities of life on the streets.
I
Mhm.
felt like that scene with her, a lot of people, like, it was a lot deeper than people thought, man. Like, a lot of people just kind of saw it as like a flash in the pan, little extra. But when she said, I was somebody's daughter too before I came here, before I got taken here, I was like, damn,
That's real life, man.
that's some deep shit.
Human trafficking is a real problem. So it's nice that they shed some light on it. Oh, man, I do like this planet. I don't remember the name. Man, talking crap on a kid's
It's
teeth.
called Droma. It's called Droma. The name of that planet.
Drama. Okay, but no, I'm just like, what the heck, man? Hey, Blake, welcome. Let's see here. The whole thing with Leia and Obi-Wan and Kenobi makes that call out in Kenobi in A New Hope make more sense. Absolutely. The Ben Kenobi bit. Exactly. Who else would Leia called for?
Why else would she have said, "You're my only hope"?
Yep.
Mhm.
She
No, it makes
trusted
sense.
him.
What?
She
Is that
trusted him.
over Dooku? Yes, it is. It'll be off the chain. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Well, they touched on it in those are her orders as well. If you go back and watch Rogue One, her orders were to get those plans to Obi-Wan. When Mon Mothma says to the Leia's dad, what about your friend the Jedi? Is he still going to help us? And he's like, yeah, sure. Well, the person you're sending the plans with, do you trust that person? And he's like, I would trust her with my life. He's talking about Leia and he's talking about Obi. It all does tie in pretty well. The only thing that doesn't tie in is that, oh my God, I'm shell shocked. I just heard Anakin's name. He can't possibly still be alive. But I mean, I could deal with a little tiny bit of lore fracturing if it tells a good story.
Well, I mean,
I do want to make one more point, Brian.
Yeah,
a lot of people are freaking out about the possibility of Vader and Obi-Wan meeting in this show. I mean, even Enosh a little bit. Even Enosh a little bit was like, "Oh, I'm not liking this." But if you think about it,
I had my reservations.
I did it first too.
Well, their argument is based on a line that if you think about what he says in the line, he says, "When I left you, I was but the learner." That doesn't necessarily mean the last time he saw him was on Mustafar. I actually watched a video about it yesterday that somebody explained it in depth. It's like, you don't know how many times in that 18 or 19-year time period that they ran into each other. Vader was hunting the Jedi hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just because it's never been mentioned in any Legends, any EU, anything that they'd ever seen. They never saw each other again until that moment.
Actually, that's wrong. That is entirely wrong. There was a comic right before Disney bought Star Wars, right before the old extended universe stuff went away. There was a Star Wars comic book that concentrated on Obi-Wan and Vader, Obi-Wan and 4 or 5 other Jedi Masters that were hiding on a space station, and Vader came and killed everyone but Obi-Wan.
A comic?
Yes.
They recanonized that. That's going to be something.
Well, I just wondered if it was even like, I wonder what kind of, I mean, I don't know. Like a fan fiction comic or like a real comic ran by a real illustrator?
An actual comic book, Chris.
Yeah. Remember, he's Mr. Comic Book Reader. He knows his stuff.
And then we have the fraud.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was funny.
I love Kumail Nanjiani. He's so funny. But yeah, I kind of like it. And then how Obi-Wan basically just called him out on his shit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I liked how he tried to make up for it.
It was funny when he's like, "Oh, what a shame! Oh, how embarrassing!" I laughed. That's how that was funny.
Yeah, but you know what? Even in the end, though, he had enough balls to stand up to Reva and let Obi-Wan get away.
Yeah, I was surprised that he did that. So, it says something for his character, even though he's not really a Jedi.
Yeah, I know a few times in the comics and a couple of the Legends where Lucas fought Vader plenty of times, actually.
There was a novel called Splinter of Mind's Eye, was the very first time that Anakin fought, that Vader fought Luke on a planet called Mimban.
Oh, man.
Sorry, lots of Star Wars knowledge in my head, especially EU stuff.
That's okay. Good old Flea, man. Yeah.
Poor Flea.
Mm-hmm.
There's people out there saying that Flea being in this took him out of the story. I'm like, why?
Huh?
No more than no more than any other extra. They thought he's not a very good actor, though. He's not a very good actor. No, but he's doing his best,
Yeah. I mean, it's no different than Clint Howard,
Yeah, they all have stupid.
That's like the picture from Attack of the Clones, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh wait, no, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, that's Revenge of the Sith.
Hey, Caden.
Hey, Caden. What's up?
What's up, Caden? Hey, buddy.
What up? Oh man! All right, bunch of doubles, man.
Mm.
Oh yeah, make me float. All right.
Mm-hmm. How about I keep you from going splush?
Right? Now, do you believe me?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that fear. No.
Mm-hmm.
I just kept thinking of like Red Hot Chili Pepper songs the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, give it
I-
away,
yeah, I
give
was-
it away,
I was-
give it away now. Oh, dude.
Okay, Chris, the name of the comic, I just looked it up, where they fought, was a comic book called Star Wars Purge.
What year was it? I wonder.
Give me a second.
Here we go.
It's not even a kill shot. Look, it's on the belly.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, lightsaber. I would imagine that your wound would cauterize right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Well, also, his race has 2 stomachs. They have redundant organ system.
Kid says
2005.
2005. Yeah.
And that was released in 2005, yeah.
So right around the time Revenge of the Sith came out.
Mm.
Yep, it came out 2 years after Revenge of the Sith.
People hated this. I loved it. I don't care.
I loved it too. Like, Anakin's like, oh, hi.
Yeah. Anakin's like, there he is, and feels him within the Force.
It's like I've been looking for Obi-Wan for years. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Hello.
With me in the back to tank.
I like this bit here where he's like he kind of wants to help somebody, but he can't. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny because that's what they look for. They look for the Empire looks for people doing good to go around and kind of like roust them up and find them.
Well, it's like the Inquisitor said in the cantina at the first part of the first episode. You know, it's a Jedi's way of they can't help it. You know.
Mhm.
I do think it sucks that poor Jedi got killed, though.
Yeah,
Fuck him, he should've
that's
listened.
what those Inquisitors do.
Of course, that was on the kid, not Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
He should have let that dude get stabbed in the head. All of it. Look, I remember the part in Attack of the Clones where Padme falls off the battleship, the carrier. Okay, and Anakin's freaking out and he wants off that carrier. He wants to go back and get her. And Obi-Wan is telling him, no, you're fucking staying right here with me. We got a job to do. What would she do if she was here?
Mm-hmm.
Because Obi-Wan is all about duty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever the duty is that has to be done at that moment, that's what he's on. Right now, his duty is to watch over Luke and nothing else.
And
Not
stay
get
hidden.
involved, not do this, stay in hiding, not help other Jedi. He tried to help that Jedi. He said, listen, if you really want to do the smart thing, go bury your lightsaber and shut the fuck up. Guess what? That Jedi didn't listen.
Nope.
I will say this, though, Chris.
And he ended up dead.
And it's something that Enosh always talks about, even in Empire Strikes Back. When Luke's like, I've got to go help Han and Leia and everybody, and Yoda's like, no, you need to stay here and train. He's like, well, you think I should let them die? And he's like, if you value what they fight for, yes. The Jedi, just because the Jedi did good things doesn't mean that they were entirely good people.
No, they weren't freaking philanthropists. They were the police of the galaxy. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't even militarized. They were more of a faith, a religion that was chosen to protect.
Like security guards with lightsabers.
Yeah, I mean they were the police, the special police of the galaxy. Like every one of them, they would compartmentalize everything. I don't know if you ever noticed that when you watch the Jedi Council, there's always some Jedi off doing something somewhere else. Everything's compartmentalized. Obi's no different. Obi is about duty, and plus, I think we're fleshing out more of the story right here as well. Though that see people they keep wanting to point out the bullshit and nitpick, but in the trilogy, you could always tell that, he got along with Padme, but it wasn't until this show right here, these first 2 episodes, where you realize maybe he's so hell-bent on protecting these 2 kids because he was so fond of Padme. Maybe they were a lot closer than we know. Maybe he respects her. He loved her. That's why he's like, you remind me of someone. He's talking to the little girl. She's not alive anymore. Blah, blah. But maybe that's why he's like, I got to stay right here with this kid and make sure, because he got his Jedi duty over his shoulders. He probably feels guilty about. Well, I mean, he trained a murderer. I mean, he trained a mass murderer.
Yeah.
Like I gave him every strength he had. I trained him and gave him everything he had to be this weapon that he is now against us.
Well, he also probably thinks that with the knowledge that he thinks he messed up Anakin, he doesn't want to hurt those children like he feels he did Anakin.
I like that scene though where he's delivering the Skyhopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how that's a callback to A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Luke had it in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the toy, that was cool.
Yeah.
The TX, whatever the fuck. What are they called? The
T-14 Skyhopper.
Alderaan. This is exactly what it looks like in the Old Republic video game.
Cool.
might be why they did it.
It's also exactly what it looks like at the end of Revenge of the Sith too.
Yeah. I'm glad we got to see more of Alderaan.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it give you kind of like a European vibe though, like the whole the way it looks and everything?
Yeah, like an
Mm-hmm.
Alpine.
Yeah.
It's a very Alpine look. I love it.
It literally looks like if Alderaan was in Salt Lake City. Like that's what Salt Lake City looks just like that.
Mm.
Yep. Don't mess around with the Inquisitors. We must find Obi Wan. He is here.
Mm-hmm.
That's R5. That's his R2 unit. His R5 unit.
Yep.
He buried him as a security measure.
Mm-hmm.
Why the heck not?
You know what that R2 unit buried in the sand is thinking, right? He's going. I was built to pilot starships, and here I am buried in the sand being your security system.
They did really good with it. Like the whole. God, that would suck. Not just all the shit he's been through, but he's a Jedi. He's used to living a lavish lifestyle, having luxury. Yeah, when he's in the pits in the foxhole with the other Jedi in the middle of a war or something, it sucks. But for the most part, he gets a comfortable bed every night, a warm meal. Here he is now chopping up, crate dragon meat and sleeping on a stone.
Yeah.
Like
Scratching on a
in a
rock.
cave, bro. Like, dude, he's got to be like, wow, how we have fallen. Like, we ain't shit no more, man. Like, Yoda's in a swamp with everything bigger than Yoda. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yoda's in a swamp, and then
At this point, all of the Jedi that have survived are all doing hiding. They're in hiding in places that are not very comfortable.
yeah. And when I watched the first original trilogy, and it was before the EU stuff started hitting big. Before that first trilogy came out by what's his face, I always forget his name. Before that first trilogy came out, to give people just a little more Star Wars, it was always thought, look, Anakin who went dark, Luke is going to be the Jedi, Yoda and Obi. Those are the only Jedi left. They
Not correct. Not true.
all hunted down in the original trilogy. They didn't allude to any other Jedi ever in that original.
Well, no, but there were other Jedi in the extended universe.
That's what I said that's what I said. I said until that trilogy came out, that first trilogy, they started adding, saying there are all sorts of Jedi hiding. Now, if people don't get mad about books like that being added to the lore later on down the line, why get mad now if things get added to the lore? Why is everybody so nitpicky now?
Well, because.
When I was a kid, there were
Look,
4
guys.
Jedis. That's it. There were actually 3. Darth Vader wasn't even a Jedi. There were 3 Jedi.
Look, guys,
Yoda, and
I'm gonna make a major point of why they're so nitpicky. They nitpick so they have something to complain about. They nitpick because ultimately, and I encountered this today arguing with some idiot on Twitter, it's not about what's going on in these stories. They do this so they can hide the fact that they're bitching about Disney.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't mean just the social media people. I mean, I know people in real life, like OG trilogy guys. that gatekeep hardcore. Like they gatekeep. You know, and then when the same people that didn't want anything to do with anything EU are the same people that got butthurt when Disney decanonized the EU.
Yeah, right.
You know, those type of people, they'll nitpick too, and it's like, now the social media guys, absolutely, they just want to.
Oh, they want to crap on everything.
They just want to bitch on everything that anyone likes, you know.
All right, so I'm gonna give you something to bitch about, Chris. This scene here, and then I'm gonna get up and go get some water, and I'll be right back.
You're gonna give me something to bitch about?
Oh yeah, this is where he had his lightsaber on his hip.
No, in that city. That's a little thing right there.
Yeah.
When he's in that city, he takes his cloak off. He's sitting there having a talk with the girl. She's pointing at the lightsaber, and I'm just like, Obi, why would you do that? The minute somebody sees that, they're going to know what kind of weapon that is. Now, they're going to think you stole it from a Jedi, or you know where a Jedi is, or they're going to think you are a Jedi. That was only little thing I didn't like about that episode, because it made Obi look stupid.
Remember what Qui-Gon said, though. Perhaps I killed a Jedi and took it from him.
Oh,
nobody can kill a Jedi.
No one can kill a Jedi.
Yeah, define irony. Define irony. The little kid
right.
says nobody can kill a Jedi, ends up being the grown man who kills, who genocides the whole group.
Not only that, but he did it when all those what are they called in The Mandalorian? What are they called when you have a bounty?
Oh, the bounty
all those things go off. Beep 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 beep.
I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, those tracker things.
Trackers, yeah.
All these bounty hunters are all over the place looking for him now, looking for his face. He's not wearing his hood, and he's got his he's just standing there right out there in the open with his lightsaber hanging off his hip. And I'm like, dude, why did you even take your cloak off? What are you doing? That was the only part. Was just like, ooh, they kind of overlooked that in filming. They might have thought about that, but
no, he's out of practice. Again, off the grid. He's off. He's not used to doing this stuff anymore. So
he might have actually been thinking. He might have actually forgot he was even wearing his lightsaber because he hadn't. He hasn't worn it in so long that when he took off his robe, he wasn't even thinking till the little girl pointed it out.
Again, he's out of practice. He's sloppy. He's entitled. Again, he's been off the grid literally for 10 years.
Yeah,
for what little for what little time he, learned stuff from Yoda to talk to Qui-Gon. But he's lost it since then. Until he gets all that strength back within the Force and knowing how to, again, use those muscles again. He's not going to be able to talk to Qui-Gon. He's not going to be able to summon the Force and, do things like he used to.
I didn't like the lightsaber he had.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that a lot of people aren't thinking about is he could have cut himself off from the Force because of grief and guilt.
Yeah.
I think it was all of it. You know? Well, I think it was all of it.
Yeah, everything played into it. Hell, the depression. They lost the war. Lost Padme. Lost Anakin. Lost everything.
He lost his family.
Yeah. And again, the lavish lifestyle of, being on the council and everything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, everything. Look at all the bad shit that happened on his watch. Just take Order 66 out of it. They haven't brought Ahsoka into it yet, and they've never talked about it in the movies. Mm-hmm. But he's probably thinking about Ahsoka. He's probably thinking about all the younglings. He's probably thinking about Anakin. He's probably thinking about Order 66. He's all of it, man. And even fuck all the shit that you lost. Now look who's running the galaxy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Anything bad happened in the last 45 minutes of that movie, dude. It was horrible. It's a system shock. It got very dark. I remember watching that shit going, wow, man, Lucas went there.
Oh, thank you, DeGrassi. Tracking fob.
I thought it would be like an exposition dialogue off screen where they would talk about the Jedi being killed. I didn't think they was going to show just
actual Jedi
just being slaughtered in the worst way possible by all the people they trusted.
Mm-hmm.
How about oh god, what was her name? Aili Secura, the Twi'lek Jedi chick.
Gunned her down right there,
dude. They gunned her down, and as she was laying there dead, they still shot into her. It's like, damn, guys, overkill.
Right?
Just to make sure.
You know, if
Did
you play the
not
video
care.
game, the storyline, they knew they had to do their duty, and even as they were doing it, going down to that planet with her right before they killed her, they didn't want to do it. They tried to fight it. Like they were, those troopers were close to her, like Ahsoka's were close to her. Like Rex, they didn't want to do it, and they felt shame for it later on, and they
There
were
was a
decommissioned because
novel
of
right
it.
before they shut off the EU. There was a novel called Dark Lord, and there's a Jedi Master in that was on Kashyyyk, and his clone troopers actually turned against Order 66, and Vader ends up on Kashyyyk looking for him, and Vader slaughters all of his clones because they turned against Order 66.
Oh, I think dude, I've heard that story.
Yep.
I've actually heard that story. That's one of the more like, holy shit, Vader's a real badass stories.
Yeah.
He slaughtered all those clone troopers and the Jedi that were there too. Like some Jedi shit jumped off.
Yep.
Yeah, like that was one of those where like the
And
cautionary tale.
that was where they took the Wookiees into slavery, or that was
Yeah.
why they enslaved the Wookiees, was because the Wookiees were harboring
That
Jedi.
was one of those Vader cautionary tales, like Vader's still the boogeyman. I remember that story. That's one I remember. But I remember the story with the little little Twilight girl, even as they were unloading for the ship, as Order 66 came in, she said she turned back and asked them if they were ready. And they said, yeah, but none of them could look her in the eye. Not one clone could look her in the eye because they knew what they were about to do to her. And then they waited till she turned her back, and that's why they shot her in the back. They shot her in the back because they didn't want to have to look her in the eye because they were so ashamed of themselves for what they did. Then later on, they started dealing with like all this crazy guilt, and they got decommissioned because of it. And those clone troopers that killed that Twi'lek got murdered. They were taken out. They got decommissioned. Ran through the cycle, whatever that means. I guess euthanized. They got euthanized. Or they took away their there's some sort of meds that the clones take, right, to keep them young. Or they'll start to age super accelerated or some shit like that, right?
I think that was EU stuff, but yeah, something along those
Well,
lines.
this is all from the EU and a video game. Also, it came from a video game. It came from one of the Battlefront, like with the one Battlefront that had one of the storylines, but it was like the old PlayStation 2 Battlefronts. But they couldn't look her in the eye, man. I always thought that was a cool story too, like putting them through that shit. Like, I don't know how Rex pulled it off.
A lot of people look at the clones as being, just automatons, but they had their own.
Well, no, I never thought the clones were I always thought that they all had their own character and they were all cool, or the most of them for the most part. Now the stormtroopers, they're just genetically engineered dipshits. That's all they are. They're clones that are genetically engineered to serve one purpose. They're not allowed to have any kind of range of emotions. Blah blah blah. They're allowed to have little conversations here and there. Then they started using actual humans again. But the only that I know of that are left, the only troop besides, well, even now it would probably, because Rex is gone now too. But the only one that ever stayed was Vader. Vader had the 501st. That was it. And I don't know what the lore is behind the New Order troopers besides Finn. I guess I don't know. I guess that's as much as we're gonna get for lore on them. But a lot of my lore bleeds into each other, because I used to read so many of those extended universe books, and then they became legends, and then they decanonized them. I used to read a lot of the comic books, but most of the comic books I would read weren't about the Jedi. I was always more into like the Rogue Squadrons and stuff, the TIE fighter.
My favorite novel series is from the old EU stuff was Rogue Squadron and Wraith Squadron. I love both of those series.
And then they messed up the game. Ugh. And I was so excited. I was so hyped for that game. And when I saw you couldn't even have a third-person view in this
Squadrons.
I was like, wow, this had so much potential, man. And then you go play Battlefront 2, and it's got amazing dogfights and all sorts of stuff you can do. And the TIE fighters, the A-Wings, the B-Wings, the Y-Wings.
It's a lot funner. I love Battlefront 2. That game's fun.
You got first-person view or third-person if you like it. Like, you didn't have none of that in Squadrons. Squadrons was horrible.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Squadrons was a great idea, but it didn't come out well in practice.
I was gonna say, man, if you're thirsty, Obi-Wan, just dig around for those little freaking ball things. Crack that son bitch open and drink it.
Oh, the stinky water.
Yeah, from Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
His stick. What were we joking about that one time about his stick?
Yeah.
We were being fucking obnoxious that night, man. Me and Brian were a couple streams where we were just like, oh look, never mind. I got my bantha. What is that stick called?
Oh, the
Gaffy stick. Gaffy
Gaffy
stick.
stick. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm not worried about it. I got a gaffy stick and a Harley, and like we were being assholes, bro.
Yeah.
And I didn't hate Boba Fett. I was okay with it, you know.
No.
I didn't hate
It was
it,
a
but
good
it was
show.
fun to fuck with people. Because some people that well, I didn't really like this character. What you fucking kidding me, man? Like,
Well, you gotta be kidding me, man. That's stupid. Yeah. You're the dumbest person ever. Unsubscribe. Dislike. Speaking of which, make sure to like the video. It really helps the lounge out, guys. Share this out to your friends. It's always good. We had 21 people peeking out here, guys. I'm just take the time out of your day to come watch us. I mean, that means the world to me.
We do appreciate.
See, we haven't gotten that scene yet, have we?
No.
Nope.
Once we do.
That's on the planet where the Inquisitors have their base.
Is it Camino? I'd laugh.
I
don't think it's Camino.
It would be funny though.
It'd be funny if it was, but I don't think it's Camino.
It is funny though because everyone's like, "Oh, great, another land planet. Oh, great, another water planet." It's like, guys, there's only so many elements.
It's like, what kind of planet do you want?
There's only so many elements there. You know what I mean? Like,
see, not only that, like, okay, let's talk about Star Trek for just a little bit of a second. They have what is known as an M-class planet, but how many planets would actually be suitable to where you could walk around and breathe the atmosphere?
Exactly.
Not too many. So you're either going to have a desert planet. You know what I mean? It's going to somewhat resemble regions on our own planet.
My God, can't believe another sand planet. Oh, look, ice planet. Ice is just frozen water. Like, God, you guys are such bitches, man. Like,
did you bitch at the Scorcher movies too? When they did Scorcher 6, you're like, man, why did they go with ice? That is freaking stupid. Oh. Yeah. I love that movie, by the way.
I had to like unplug myself from Star Wars for a while because I was watching it too much.
I'm just happy to have it back, man. It's like an old friend, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of wistfully thinking about how awesome it used to be. Oh, here we go.
They didn't have shit either. I stopped. They do. I am gonna like. I didn't think about it because I was leaving the theater, but I was like, let's see if they got anything at GameStop new or anything at Walmart. And just while I'm right here in town, and they didn't have anything. And then I got back in the car and the movie theater was like 30 miles from here, and about halfway home, I looked at Mark and I was like,
okay,
you know,
so
we should have looked for F-14 shit, some Maverick stuff.
The name of the. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
No, that was it. I would have bought some.
The name of the planet where the Inquisitorius, the water planet where the Inquisitorius has their base, is called Nur. N-U-R.
Got it.
Sounds like something you'd name one of the fish on Finding Nemo.
Nur.
There we go. A list of the cast.
Oh no, it's the cast.
You've seen them all, except Hayden.
Yeah. Oh, so that's what the Grand Inquisitor looks like? Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's Rupert Friend, yeah.
Okay, well, who's the one doing the lectures then on that planet? Who's the one lecturing like telling the it's not Vader. So who's the one telling the Inquisitors what to do?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because when you watch the trailer, there's a voice, and that might be the same monologue that he was given about the Jedi being in the cantina, though. That could be the
probably.
That's Ice Cube's son, right? O'Shea
Yes.
Jackson. Yeah. Oh wow, he's wielding a lightsaber again, dude. Is he actually going to be in the suit, rocking the lightsaber?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes,
Oh my
Hayden's
God,
going to
that
be
would
in the suit.
If we see
epically awesome, bro.
Yeah, if we see Anakin on any level, it'll be when he's in the back to tank or a flashback. They're not gonna like, you know.
No, but
No,
I mean,
Hayden's already said he's going to be in the suit. Yes.
I'm sorry, that is so cool. That was one of my favorite parts of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, up until the
Block it out, block it out, block it out. It's 2015. I swear.
No.
You know how more powerful that scene would. That's why sometimes you just got to go, wow, how did George Lucas give us all this?
Actually,
but
what
then
he
all
was
this other dumb shit. Because it would have been a way more powerful scene if he had just crushed all those droids and not said a word.
Choked out the Emperor.
Well, no. What he was doing that's called a force scream. That's what caused all that damage. It was he uttered the word no, but what he was doing it's a Sith power. It's a dark side Sith power called force scream.
Sounds like they just tried to explain away a bad choice.
No, yeah, and it does because how did he learn it?
Yeah.
How do you learn the Sith scream?
He picked it up while he was under. It was like RoboCop. He was.
He had literally been a Sith for about 11 minutes.
Yeah. Before
Actually, he's been a Sith for. Actually, he's been a Sith for about 3 days, but that's beside the point.
Before he got turned into a burning floor mat.
Yeah, he hadn't even had any. I mean, he's strong.
A burning floor mat.
I like that.
I actually like that part though when he's snapping out. You can just see like the symbolism of that. Oh my god, bro!
Yeah. No, it's like I hate you.
No, when the lava burning him,
yeah,
the flame, it literally symbolizes everything left good in him is being burnt away. He's now consumed by hate.
Yep.
You know,
more machine now than man, twisted and evil.
We're back to the beginning. That's what's happening here.
Like everyone's always like, ask me why I like the funeral scene at the end of the funeral pyre at the end of Jedi so much. You know, why do you like that scene? It's boring. It's just Luke and his dad. Yeah. You know any motherfuckers are gonna come pay their respects to Darth Vader besides his son?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Of course, it's just him and his dad. Nobody else is gonna be there. Nobody cares about that shit. Oh, and by the way, what does Luke do in that scene? He takes the helmet and the suit, and he cremates his father, and he burns away the evil.
All right.
Purifying his father again. He's bringing him back to that shit's so symbolic. Yeah, it's amazing that George Lucas can direct that, but then he'll give us like, I hate sand. Like, what are you thinking, dude?
Dude, we're talking about George Lucas. Does anybody not remember the Star Wars Christmas special? I feel the Force.
Yeah.
I feel the Force. And I said this the other day. George Lucas is a horrible, horrible director. Mm-hmm. He should not direct his own stuff. He should not have directed his own stuff.
He directed New Hope, then Kirsten directed the second one. Who directed the third one?
God, I said it. Hold on just a second. Kasdan. Lawrence Kasdan.
Yeah.
All right.
So maybe that was his idea to do that, burning away the black.
So real quick, as you can see, we have Movie Madness and Entertainment supposed to go on at 6:05. It is now 6:28 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have a phone call to make. Just give me 1 second here.
Did he make the wrong time?
No, he's sleeping.
I was gonna say it's like, oh, time to go get Max.
Give me a second, y'all. I gotta wake Max up.
6:05. Oh, okay. I say 8:30 where I'm at.
Tell him we said hi.
I forgot all that West Coast bullshit.
Right. I'm
that West Coast. That West Coast.
Hey.
Pacific time zone.
Y'all with your weird times and your
I
mean, if you guys are
low
over
tide,
there,
high tide bullshit.
Entertainment, you guys can come over here and watch while you wait for Max to show up.
Y'all and your the moon's out tonight. The tide's gonna be a little higher.
My call has
than
been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system. He must be really out, guys.
Y'all with your peers. You got to the ocean and you know what I mean? Like we're not far enough out. We got to build more shit to go even farther out. build a
Going
pier.
further out now.
All right. Let's see. Well, I mean, was there any? Okay, so like, now that we're done with the pretty much like discussed Obi Wan and stuff. Other than that, I mean, is there anything else you guys are really looking forward to as far as like what came out of Star Wars Celebration?
I'm looking forward to Tales of the Jedi and Ahsoka
Yeah.
Yeah.
because Ahsoka's going to have the live action Rebel crew.
I'm looking forward to anything Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
mean,
although
Oh, also something
one's
that
kinda got me
Caden
going.
pointed out. Something that Caden pointed out yesterday on Twitter. You know that thing that they came out with was an animated thing called Star Wars Visions. They're
Yeah,
doing a second season of it. First season, the title was blue. For second season, the title is red.
maybe
So
it'll
I'm
be all
thinking maybe Sith
Sith.
stuff in the second season because the first season was all Jedi stuff.
I'll try back in a little bit.
yeah, it looks like.
Let's see.
Oh, and James, yes, we did like Obi Wan.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
No, I don't know. The only thing I'm really like, is the whole like Jude Law. I love Jude Law, but the whole I'm gonna have a show where we're stuck on a. It feels like some Ewok adventure shit. I don't know. It just does. Where they're stuck in the ship trying to get the ship, like Gilligan's Island. I don't even know what the show's called. That new show they're putting out.
All right, there we go.
With the kids
That
that are
ship off
stuck
somewhere to go.
on the ship.
Oh, no worries. We're just wrapping up our Obi Wan talk, actually. No, I'm looking forward to some of the video games that are coming out. Yeah.
Dude, Star Wars Eclipse looks really good. And I just want to I want to correct something I said a minute ago. Kasdan was not the director of Jedi. It was Richard Marquand.
Yeah, Richard
Kasdan was the Kasdan wrote the screenplay.
Yeah. Let's see here.
So thank you for correcting me on that one. And Kirshner was the director for Empire.
I love watching him when he talks about how they got snowed in because that storm hit so bad and they couldn't work. But Lucas was like, well, we could probably do something. And Christian was like, yeah, we could do the Wampa scene, or we could do the snow stuff. So they were all in the hotel in the lobby, and they're filming out the door. And
Mark Hamill's like
Mark Hamill's out there freezing his
outside.
balls off while they're all warm and toasty, drinking tea and shit inside. That would suck, dude.
I can only imagine Mark Hamill had the shit's time making that movie.
Oh, and another thing that I'm looking forward to is Andor. Because the way they're talking about Andor is like the first season's going to be 5 years before Kenobi, and the second season of Andor is going to lead right into Rogue One.
Nice.
And I love Rogue One. So.
No, I'm looking forward to Andor quite a bit, actually. So that should be a really good.
Young Jedi Adventures looks pretty interesting too.
Tales of the Jedi. Tales of the Jedi looks awesome. I cannot wait for Bad Batch season 2. Oh my god, I love Bad Batch.
That's one thing I haven't watched yet. That's the only Star Wars I haven't watched yet. The only
Bad
thing
Batch?
I haven't watched the Bad Batch yet.
Oh,
I haven't either, but I hear it's good.
Oh, unless you count that Resistance shit.
That was the only
where they race the spaceships and shit. I'm not watching that shit. I don't care what Jarbo says. I'm not watching that shit.
Not many people want to watch Resistance.
It was pretty campy. Oh yeah, Sam Witwer at Star Wars Celebration.
Witwer.
He yells Kenobi.
Yeah, I think they're gonna bring him in. I really do. I don't know why he's there. There's got to be a reason he's been making the rounds, dropping little hints on Instagram and shit. There's a reason he's there.
Yeah, everyone like I had some fun at the Star Wars Celebration this
year. Dude, Celebration was awesome.
Yeah. No, I figured we kind of talk about a little bit of the highlights. I'm so excited that we're going to get Sabine in live action, like, and more.
And Harris Syndulla and Dude, they had Grogu on the stage at Celebration with John Favreau and stuff. They had the animatronic for Grogu on the stage, and it was all moving around and interacting with everybody.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What?
H Barts, what's up, man? Welcome.
Hey,
What's
Barts.
awesome, Brian?
Tim Ford,
All right,
guys.
that they had Grogu on the stage.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. Like, I did love to see the working animatronics. I have to check that out.
Yeah, there's the droid from
Oh, bro.
this dude was cool. This guy was a cosplayer, and he came
Dude,
dressed
epic.
as Lucas.
I wonder how many people were like did double takes and like maybe wanted to talk some shit or something.
I would take
Right.
a picture with him and then just tell everybody, no, I was really him.
Yeah, right.
Hey, this is a picture I got with George, man.
Or just straight up pretend to be George Lucas. Just be like, people walk up to you like, "Hey, bro, can we get a picture?" All right, I'll probably give Max a call here in a second. We'll keep tabs on his stream just to make sure. I'm working on it. I put a link in the chat to come on over here while you guys wait for him, because it's gonna take a minute. Usually after you wake him up, it takes about a half hour for him to like get on the stream.
Also, Ewan McGregor, Donovan brings it up in the chat. Ewan McGregor was on stage talking about the Obi Wan show, and he mentioned episodes 7, 8, 9.
Extra episodes.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah, this show's supposed to only be 6 episodes so far, but he's talking about more than that. It's like, did Ewan just drop some? Did Ewan just spill some tea?
It's welcome tea.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah,
It's some tasty tea.
Hey, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that tea.
Mm-hmm.
Lego Star Wars.
Oh, dude, the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special is still like Pearson. Hello, scrolling on. Gotta love Princess Leia cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
God dang, Max is in some deep sleep.
Max is out.
He's out,
He's oot.
as the Canadians would say.
Oot.
Oh wow, hello, Princess Leia.
Oh, that's good cosplay right there.
All right, damn, that would have been cool at Star Wars Celebration. Yeah, see.
Second sister.
Yeah, I'm
Vader
telling you,
and
that's
second sister.
I want to get that cameo.
Right. I just want to go to Celebration next year.
This is where the fun
in
begins.
Europe.
Yeah, it's in Europe next year.
Oh, why don't I have a Darth Vader pop? Oh, that's right, because my nephews would break them. Damn it. Never have anything cool.
I have a. Let me see.
Oh, dude, my little shelf over there is tossed, bro. All my action figures are just.
Yeah, I got
all
a
over the
Vader
place.
pop. It's the one where he's being electrocuted by the Emperor.
What? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Is it one of those like scene ones?
Yeah.
Because I like those ones. This is where the fun begins.
Oh, and did you notice Taika Waititi is getting a Star Wars movie?
Yeah, it's cool, man. We were talking about that the other with Max about how like striking while the iron's hot and stuff like that, and I'm just like, well, it makes sense when you have a director that's riding high. It's like, well, yeah, it's like getting a top dollar free agent for your sports team. You know what I mean? You're gonna want to shell out a little extra to get that, or get that director while he's still free before he lines up another project. Man, that's some pretty cool stuff. What is that?
Yeah.
Brushwork. I like that. Dude, that's
The helmets,
sick.
yeah.
That's sick. That's beadwork, looks like. I like that. That Mark Ellis. And I like that. The Eddie. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is what I'm looking forward to the most.
Jedi Survivor looks good, but Star Wars Eclipse looks really good too.
Oh man,
I've only ever seen one trailer, and it was just like that with the drum beat thing, that crazy drummer.
Bad Batch. Oops. Scrolling on. Maybe I'll go back for a second. Ooh, Bad Batch. Bad Batch was one of my favorite shows last year because it was the only Star Wars show last year.
Mhm.
No, dude, it was amazing. Oh God. Yeah, here we go. Mark Hamill, Star Wars Celebration.
Name 3 Mark Hamill movies that don't involve Star Wars.
Oops.
The
Right.
Guyver,
Jay and
Jay and
Silent Bob
Silent
Strike
Bob
Back.
Strike Back,
But to be fair, that was
Not
and the
cameos,
reboot of
his
Child's
man.
Play.
character Cockknocker was very inspired.
Actual movies that starred Mark Hamill.
Oh man,
I
that
just
weren't
named
Star
you a
Wars.
couple.
Those aren't starring roles.
Those aren't starring roles though. Those are like cameos. Is that Kelly Marie Tran?
Oh, that's
No,
what
not
the Grafty named the one I was waiting for people to know about first. That's crazy. There was also one like a spaceship one, like a knockoff one. He also had a pretty deep role.
Have you ever seen the movie
Moonlight.
The Guyver? He was in that movie.
I've never even heard of the guy.
Yeah, it's,
I like
it was a
It's
popular book.
That's cool.
it's a weird sci-fi thing with an alien symbiote.
That might be the one I'm thinking of, actually.
He was in that. He did the voice in the reboot Child's Play movie for the Chucky doll. Which, if you're going to say that's not a starring role, then you're crazy.
I guess it's a starring role.
So the Jane Silent Bob thing was a cameo, yeah, true, but it was just the first 3 that I could think of.
But every time I bring up Corvette Summer, no one ever remembers it.
Dude, seeing Carl Weathers back was awesome.
Yeah.
I just
Seeing
remember.
him all
I'm
on
always
stage
gonna
was
remember
good.
him as Chubbs from Happy Gilmore.
Mm.
Yeah, you know, I see
Kathleen
Carl Weathers.
Kennedy's on stage with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen.
Oh no, but I thought she was going away, Brian.
Hold
Yes,
on,
she
wasn't
is.
she fired like a gazillion times
Don't fool
already?
yourself. Don't listen to the BS.
I'm still thinking that time's going to tell on that one. We'll see.
All because they were afraid of a woman in charge.
And we have Favloni. Man, it's like they never had mothers in charge of their households or anything. Like, good God. I lived with my mom until I was 19. Like,
Corvette Summer Degrassi. People don't. That movie's so good. Like what they do with that
cosplay,
Corvette.
bro.
Dude, there's another George Lucas. I think it's the same guy, actually.
Bang on. It's got to be the same guy. Dude, he looks just like George Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
He's even got that.
Oh
He's
yeah,
even got George
Annie
Lucas's.
Potts.
He's even got George Lucas's disinterested look on his face too.
Right?
It's crazy because they made her so like plain Jane and kind of like nerdy in Ghostbusters. But if you watch her when she played the prostitute in Corvette Summer, you're like, damn, Annie Potts is fine as hell. And she had a dope ass van too. Nothing but muscle cars in this movie, Brian. Corvette Summer.
Oh man, I
just all muscle cars. And what happens is he goes to the garage. He works for a school. They find a Corvette, an old Stingray, and they turn it into this customized, like amazing that they call the Dragon Wagon. Okay. It's got a dragon on it. It's all gold and red. Anyway, it's this amazing Corvette. And then somebody steals it the night they're out driving it. And he's so obsessed with the Corvette, he goes to look for it. And he steals it and brings it back to the school. He steals it back from the people that stole it from him at the chop shop. But it's just Phil. You see the trailer, man. It's so insane, man. Like to know that how young he was, and he had like long hair and shit. Corvette Summer, and I think it's from this. It might be an '80s movie, but I want to say it's a '70s movie, like 1978 or some shit. Like literally,
That's 78.
Right after,
you're right.
Like right after Star Wars, like he did this, and it was like real low budget. But that Corvette, wait, now you would look at it and go, that shit's cheesy. But man, it just screams 70s calendar, 70s muscle car calendar. All these concept cars, but that Corvette. The Corvette Summer Corvette is insane.
Sorry. Trying to do my due diligence here. I do have a crazy idea though. But I don't think my computer can handle too many StreamYards going at the same time.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, it still won't work.
Right? Dude, he's out, man. Bruh. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message. All right. Oh, shit, guys. Well, if you're over there at the Max's place, come on over here. At least there's something.
Mm.
Good old new rock stars.
I've already
dude.
put together like 2 boxes, like no joke, 2 big boxes filled with shit that I want to send him so he can do giveaways. As long as it's out of my house, man.
Right?
I love my stuff, but if I got doubles and triples of it, I look back now and go, why would you buy that many, you know,
One to play with, one to save.
why would you buy that
one to
many
sell.
snow troopers? Why would you buy that many Cassian Andors? Why would you have that many Jyn Ursos? Why do you need this many stormtroopers? You know what I mean?
Can't have enough
Right.
stormtroopers. What are you talking about?
I don't do the
Uncle Aaron.
Dio stuff that everybody else does, where they set up the scenes,
Mm.
because that stuff's pretty cool. I mean, I bet I have 4 bases and 4 Cherus.
Mm.
I mean, and I was going crazy there for a while. And that's not even my Marvel stuff and my DC stuff.
Mm.
Those costumes are epic, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love whatever chrysanthemum, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a hard word to say. Try spelling that shit. Chrysanthemum.
Brian Enosh is about to come on.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, he just realized that we had 2 shows going at the same time because there he is.
Oh,
Yo,
what?
so I apologize.
Oh, that's okay.
I was not trying to take viewers away from my own channel for my channel. I did not know that you could do that.
Really?
Now we do.
You can have 2 streams
Yeah.
running at the same time?
I didn't know you could do that either. I thought, yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Now we do. Yeah.
That's insane. Because like I forgot totally that it was Monday. Like I thought maybe Brian took.
And
He lagged out.
freezes. Yeah.
That's all good. Oh, wow. Yeah, he was out there barbecuing, man.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm.
How about that? All right on, Enosh.
Mhm.
No, I was doing the same thing, just hanging out with friends on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
We're just not barbecuing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking some sci-fi, man.
Mm-hmm. Still can't hear him.
We can't hear you, Enosh.
Mm.
There it is. Okay, I'm gonna do this quick. I don't know what the heck, but really,
Hey,
yeah.
Okay.
What you grilling?
blow me up.
what you grilling?
Yeah.
All right, I'm blowing you up. Here we go. Solo layout.
Ooh. Ooh.
And I wish you could smell what it is right now. But I got some steaks and some dogs.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
All right. You hang on. I'm going to be there in like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
teleport up there, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Awesome, man.
Lounge. Shout out to all of those who volunteered time and who have gone. So, appreciate all of you all for being willing to lay down your life for us so that we can have times like this where we can have friends over and grill out because we live in a free country. United States may not be perfect, but I'll tell you what, I love the United States and I love living here. And I'm
I
proud,
wouldn't want to live nowhere else. Shit.
Facts.
proud to be an American. So, ain't nothing to that. So, turn off the grill. But yeah, no, I'm so sorry. I did not know that I could stream 2 streams at the same time.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
That's
Crazy.
a little.
Get
That's
Mark
cool.
Max going to see if we do 3.
Yeah, no, I'm actually trying to wake Max up. He's almost an hour late. So I'm like, God dang.
Wow.
See, I care.
Fire.
Dude, that's awesome, Enosh.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. No, this is great, man.
Love you guys.
You too, Enosh.
Love you too, Enosh.
Well, I am. So I'm thinking about doing a stream tonight.
Okay.
if I get stuff done depends on what. But you guys hear about the meteor shower tonight?
The meteor
what?
shower, yes.
Yeah, you
The
heard.
meteor shower?
The meteor shower, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
A
Wow.
thousand, supposed to be one of the biggest ever. Like 1,000 meteors per night. They said the last time this happened, or per hour. I'm sorry, 1,000 per hour. They said the last time that this happened, people were literally dizzy and they thought that like the sky was spinning.
Yeah.
How Attack of the Tripod starts.
Uh-oh.
We got James here.
That's that's how that movie
James.
Night of the Comet started. Just
Hey, what's up, man?
Baby.
What's up, little guy?
It's a little one. Yay.
Little Sus is here. What's up, Little Sus?
Landon.
We had a
What's up, Landon?
ball home run derby earlier today.
Woohoo.
Who won?
Heck yeah.
He won.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Dude,
Awesome,
hell
dude.
Dad won. So, yeah. No,
Congratulations.
I apologize for taking some time off these last few weeks. I just, you know what? I've had to just get some stuff together personally. And I don't know. Have I ever showed this to you guys? I got my.
Oh, what?
No.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Tongs. Yes.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Those are the best pair of
Lightsaber
tongs I've ever
tongs.
seen.
Yep.
No, dude, Enosh, we've been holding down the fort, man. It's all good.
We got you, brother.
I appreciate it. I've just had to get some stuff together personally and starting a new job and everything. Just kind of see what my limitations are, and my places are, and all that good stuff. And but it's all good. It's all good. Well, yeah, man.
Right on.
You don't have
Yeah,
to
buddy.
anymore.
No worries. We're good.
Yeah.
All right.
We're just here at the lounge, just chilling tonight, and just had some friends over. Saturday we had a big cookout, and I cooked
Nice.
hamburgers and dogs and the whole 9 yards, and yeah, it was good. We had all kinds of fun food out there, and then yesterday I finished Stranger Things. Oh my God,
yeah,
You
this
guys-
season's crazy.
dude, seriously.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm about to.
Ryan, have you finished? Have you watched Stranger Things, dude?
No, not yet.
Dude,
It's
so-
going to be an investment, so I have to take time.
I love that they incorporated the Satanic Panic.
Oh yes, that's what I was gonna say, Chris. What?
I laughed so hard. I was tweeting that shit out for hours. I was like, they did it.
Have 80s and Dungeons and Dragons without talking about that?
Man. Then the crazy religious groups that are chasing down the D&D
Oh,
people, and then it's got a real Freddy Krueger vibe to it as well, like a real Nightmare on Elm Street vibe.
Especially the first 3 or 4 episodes, especially.
Yeah, it's really well done, man. They said the best for last. They definitely say the best for last.
Well, you know they got one more season.
Yeah, but
So
oh yeah, but I thought this was like 2 parts of the
I
season.
thought-
No, there is one more season. Yeah,
the 4th season has another half to it. So
Yeah.
July 1st, we're gonna get more episodes that will
2.
fourth,
Yeah,
and then we got one more season.
season
So
after that.
Yep.
We're gonna end 4, but then
Yeah. But I'm telling you right now, man, I called so many things. Was it Fade? Hey, Chris, have you seen the end?
Yeah, I've watched them all.
Okay,
Yeah, I binged them that night.
Fade,
Yeah, what's up?
you saw the end of it too?
No, not yet, but you can say whatever. I'll watch it anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to spoil it yet, but because we'll have talks about it. But Chris, you know the big reveal at the end.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it coming. Yeah,
I-
I didn't.
So here's a little something for you. I called that when we were just talking about it a few months ago.
Oh yeah, no, I just thought that he would be like the first. You know what I mean? Number 1, but I had no idea who he was. You know what I mean? That blew me
Oh,
away.
dude, I get what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I called that. I called a few other things too, and I was just like that last episode where like all the reveals start hitting. I was just like, Tiff, I called that. I called that.
And I love the 2 new characters, especially Eddie. I love Eddie, the D&D guy. He's
Yes.
one of the greatest characters.
How about it?
One of the best new characters.
What's up, Tiff?
Hey, Tiff.
Hey.
And
Yeah,
what's the thing? I said Argyle. Argyle's funny as shit, but I love Eddie. Eddie's just like my favorite new character.
Argyle's just like a Cheech and Chong kind of character to me. I love
Yeah. When they were making the tombstone out of a pizza box, Enosh, I was laughing so fucking hard.
boxes at Walmart where you can get the frozen pizza and then you get the box from the Surfer pizza.
Oh, that's on. I would put the names on there. He was gonna write other names on there. He's like, dude, we're trying to hide a body, and you want to put our names on a tombstone?
Right.
What do you?
Well, you know what else? You know what sucks? Because you're. I hate right now. Like they've got toys for Stranger Things because I got first season, I got all the second season stuff. So I've had everything so far that's come out, but this season, they're just the regular figures are $30.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, they're gonna
Bro.
cash in these last 2 seasons.
No.
I only get the die cast. That's all I get are the die cast. I don't do figures.
They had the new 11 in the white outfit, but they were $30 each. I couldn't do it.
Oh, so I'm gonna wait. I know that those are gonna end up hitting.
The white outfit. Oh, her floating outfit. She uses the float in. Yeah, that outfit's crazy, right?
Clearance, and I'll probably pick them up.
Guess
But-
what they have though?
What do they have?
They have the Stranger Things light bright at Walmart.
What?
Cool. Yeah,
Oh,
they
dude,
do.
the light bright.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
shit! I forgot all about the light bright scene. And then they just hand the little girl a bag of Skittles. Don't ask questions. And they run off with her light bright.
Awesome.
It's so well done, dude. It's so well done, man. It's
Gotta-
so good.
But man, between Kenobi and this, I have man.
Boys starts this week.
And what's that starts?
Boys is-
Oh, the boys starts this next week, dude.
Oh,
Like,
that's right, June
Yeah.
2nd. Man, I forgot about that.
what'd you guys think of Kenobi?
I enjoyed
Great.
it.
Loved
I
it.
enjoyed
It's
it a
amazing.
lot.
I was
only
on the
had-
show
I
when we
had-
talked about it with you the other night, Enosh.
That's right. All these people griping about about
Young Leia.
God, they need to shut up, dude. I am seriously so done with fandom. I'm trying my best. You guys know, like the couple of streams that I've been doing lately, I guess I'm just like, I'm so over people. Like, I'm just so over these people who are just trying to ruin everything, man. It's like,
Yep.
there are people literally out there tweeting that now they have no respect for Ewan McGregor because he executive produced this and he's ruined the character.
Oh Lord.
like, And then listen, they're griping about Leia, right? Because they're like, oh, Kenobi can't catch a 10-year-old. I'm like, dude, have you ever tried catching a 10-year-old?
Yeah, we tried.
I said that earlier, Enosh. I said that earlier. Have you ever tried to catch a 10-year-old?
Well, I said this the other night about what's his name, heel and baby faces. Tell me you've never used your penis before without telling me you've never used your penis.
Yeah.
Right.
Because obviously you ain't got no kids. Because if you ain't never chased a 10-year-old around, then you don't have anything to talk about. Because I'm just saying, what now? What'd you say? Oh, come here. I'm gonna bring a special guest. This is James's lady right here. This is Mandy.
Hey.
So
Hey.
Hi, Mandy.
I walk from the house. They're talking dick. Walk out here. They're talking about dick.
That happens.
No.
Unbeknownst to you. No.
I have
The
not
lounge,
talked about
you
any
know.
dick, honestly.
The one in the chats. If you want to have her on my show, she could be one of the people.
Well, there
He's
you
a
go.
very-
A lot of shoulder. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's summer.
A lot of shoulder, yeah.
Not a
Not
shoulder.
Well, it was nice. I've been without a sweater for almost a week now. Like, yeah.
Right,
Beautiful.
Ryan. Not only that, but I mean, what about Strange New Worlds, dude?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah. We talked about that earlier
Yeah.
today.
Memento Mori
episode
was
4
such a good
so awesome.
episode.
Yeah, no.
Dude, there's so much stuff to love in the nerd sphere right now, and people just want to complain, and that's what sucks.
Yeah.
We just got to be a brighter voice. I'll tell you what, I've gotten literally 3 DMs from people that like I've never talked to before. You know, like I've never seen them in my chats here. I've never seen them, and they're like, and that's the weird part, right? Is like 3 in 1 week is really interesting. But I think it's because of the stuff that's coming out right now, you know, and everything. But because they're like a couple of them have just been like the same thing. I've been watching the channel for a long time, and you don't even know. I so appreciate what you guys do, and what you're doing, Enosh, and what you know, your panels and stuff like that, about how you guys bring some positivity to fandom, and you guys actually talk about stuff, right? Like even when you guys have a complaint about something, at least it like makes sense, and you're not just trashing on it and like throwing the whole thing, you know, under the bus and acting like it's just awful, you know. And they're like, we need more people like that in our world, online, you know, YouTube channels, whatnot, man. That's what we need. So
Yeah. No, that's what I try to
Dude, we
provide.
keep
Man.
the fires burning, man. We keep the fires burning. That's all. It's what
The
we
pop
do, man.
culture sphere this weekend has been massive. Not just Star Celebration, Stranger Things. I don't know how many. Dude, I've seen Top Gun every day since it's been out.
Yeah.
Done yet? I need a.
Then we've got Obi Wan Kenobi, but then Brian, it was also a huge weekend for motorsports. We had Monaco, Indy, and the Coke 600 all on the same day.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you should have seen me blowing up Isaac because I thought Pato Award was going to win the Indy 500. I was like, that'd be the first Mexican winner ever. And I'm blowing up Isaac. Isaac, we're going to get a first. And it didn't happen, though. But he got second. That was a great.
Right.
Even the Indy 500 was good this year.
Dude, Jimmy Johnson was in it this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
He wrecked. He was the last
Jimmy's my favorite driver. Like after Jeff Gordon, it was Jimmy Johnson.
The Coke 600 was really exciting.
were you
We
guys
got all
when I
this
was
sports going on. We got all. I love the tooth. It's just like, hey, I'm
Rocky.
beautiful.
Aww. All right, we got to blow the screen up for the puppy love. Aww.
Oh, you're pupping. It's your pupper.
Gratuitous puppy shots.
Hey,
Yay.
pupper. Hey there, pupper.
So it's interesting. I saved a guy's dog this week because I was at the church working on some stuff, and this puppy came running down the street, and she had a dog tag on, and I had to down 3 streets to go get her. When I brought her back, she belonged to an old guy who lived down the street from my grandma. And when I brought her back, he thanked me and everything. And then we were talking about my grandma and stuff. He's like, "Yeah, that little dog she has, Rocky." I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh, he was cute, but you know what?" She goes,
Hey, man.
I had a chance to buy him, but
I would start your show, but I'm still hosting mine.
said I would have bought him, but I didn't like those teeth, those snaggle teeth.
Bro.
And I was like, "What are you talking
No
about?
problem. I'll be over when I'm done.
I think it makes them so
Later.
ugly they're cute. You know, it's one of those so ugly they're cute type of thing. You know?
All right.
Yeah.
It is official. Mad Max is awake. I just
Like
woke him up.
pugs. Pugs with those crazy underbites. So ugly they're cute.
So anybody who was over at Mad Max's stream, thank you for coming over here and hanging out. Max should probably be awake in about a half an hour, and we should be done then. So we'll go bounce over to Movie Madness Entertainment and all that good stuff. So thanks for bearing with him on that one. I do apologize. You know how hard it is to sleep sometimes. But no, it's been a fun night, man. Pretty good energy, man. I had a good day at work. I mean, I think it's, I'm having it's a damn good week, guys. Damn good
Yeah,
week.
I had a good weekend, but I don't, this is such a first world problem. Okay, it is, but when everybody's inviting you to a barbecue and you're just like, okay, I'm sick of barbecues. I've been to I can't go to 7 barbecues in 3 days. Yeah, it's a total first world problem.
Are those ribeyes? Yeah.
Barbecue. BBQ.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
You got the butter and the garlic.
Okay, where's the smell-o-vision?
Right. It's steamy,
cartoons, right?
Right.
Drunk off the food.
Oh man.
Like every death in Stranger Things.
Right. And this is the
those
weekly
were
replicator.
brutal,
Thank
dude.
you, brought to you by Enosh. I would like to
Food
get a little
segment
food
of
in
the
here on
show.
10 Forward.
Yes. Ooh,
Oh,
those
brownie.
bites are
Mm.
great.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Those are
They put those
fantastic.
devilish things by the door for a reason.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
cookie.
Oh, give me some white chocolate macadamia and some course.
Oof, oof.
But they all got eaten.
Yeah, that's what they do. Ooh,
Oh.
what? Churro. Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, that looks
Danger,
looks
danger.
good.
Really, I come say hi.
danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger.
Oh man, that is a spread, man.
Yeah,
Oof.
Yeah.
good stuff.
Cookie.
Yep. Those are my
Cookie.
oatmeal
Cookie.
raisin. Mhm. Oh goddamn.
Hawaiian
yeah.
bread.
The King's
King
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian
Those are my
rolls,
that's
yes.
my one of my favorite foods ever. Are the sweet Hawaiian, the King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
One of the go-tos, man.
Oh yeah.
You know they got bread now. You know they got hot dog buns now. Hamburger buns,
bread,
all
yes.
that now.
Yep.
Yes.
Bread.
Yep, I buy that stuff on the
Sweet
regular.
Hawaiian, they have all that. My favorite's still Sara Lee.
Oh.
Queen.
What? Let me entertain you.
I
Boom,
want.
boom.
It's Queen.
Oh man, I have that greatest hits CD.
I have that album too.
It's gonna go up here with the rest of her Queen stuff.
Oh man,
I
I want it all. I want it all, and I want it now.
Mhm.
Oh, do you?
Nah, I am, dude. I am a huge. I'm a really big Queen fan. Like, oh man. So yesterday before Max's show, normally when I'm backstage and I have control, I'll like, I'll play music
It's your baby.
or whatever.
What a
Yeah,
one
Wake up,
time.
Babu.
I was listening to Queen.
Heck yeah.
Were you 17, Brian?
When I bought that album, yes, I was actually. Funny
Did you buy your very first beer?
Look at this.
I was 18.
Hey,
Hey,
That's Logan.
Logan.
haven't seen him in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up,
How you
Logan?
doing, man?
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Not bad. Not bad.
Breathing.
Right?
He's got,
Vertical.
got fresh dew. And
Looking
oh,
good.
got some cool. He's got some cool.
Hey, dude, I got those too,
Hey.
man.
Cool.
Hey,
Nice.
check that out.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I just put mine back in. Actually, I have 12 millimeter ones.
Easy killer.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Looking good. Hey, have you guys seen my my sketch post-it note sketches on TikTok?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Those are funny.
Dawson, it's total love, total absolute love. No disrespect for Dawson whatsoever. No disrespect, but it's so. But I always thought it was funny because I can't draw for nothing, and so like I've been doing that. By the way, if you guys are not on TikTok, on our TikTok, we need you on TikTok because we've got a little over 350 people on TikTok. We need 1,000 to go live. So, hey, if you're on TikTok and you haven't liked Poindexter Lounge yet, please follow Poindexter Lounge on TikTok. We need you.
Hey, Enosh, I've got an interesting story for you on that. I've got a buddy who does TikToks, and he found your TikTok channel before he knew that I was doing your YouTube channel. And he was like, when I started talking about the YouTube channel, he was like, is that the same guy that's got the TikTok? And I was like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's been watching your TikToks longer than he's known we've had a YouTube channel over here.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
I've got that exact same air fryer.
Dude, that-
Yeah, I've got that exact same air fryer.
Yeah.
Air fryers are lit, dude. Things are amazing.
yeah.
I need to get me one.
Show you this. Did you guys see this the other night?
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Heck yeah, dude. The OG Boba Fett.
It was original. I could almost retire.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
right?
One of these days, man. One of these days.
Heck yeah. Also, Brian, I found a guy who put together some Star Trek models already. And so I got Enterprise 1701 coming.
What?
Already put together.
Awesome. Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Nice.
He
Dude,
also
that's awesome.
he's got Enterprise A and B as well. But I'm sorry, no, D and B. So the Excelsior class, and then of course Next Generation. And I almost bought those, except for the fact that they're painted already. And I would have to like probably go. I guess I
You'd
could
have to be
probably-
real careful about transport, right? Like,
Well, yeah. But I probably should have bought those other two ones as well.
yeah.
But I bought 1701 because I just wanted that one, especially. But the Excelsior class is really cool. But you gotta, I don't know. I would have to like use some acetone or something and take the paint off because it's painted. It looks like a third grader painted it or something, or a kindergarten.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've always loved the Excelsior class vessels.
they're cool. They're different. They're not my faves, but they're different. I like that.
And the Constitution class, the C was interesting looking too.
I love the sea. I love the sea. I'll show that to you guys.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, dude. Seriously,
Awesome.
I'm just saying, like Mark McClure, dude. You got to be in the presence of someone who was in the Snyder Cut, dude, and you talked to him about it. Sorry, you made a lot of people's year that day.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And then, of course,
Yeah.
So cool. So
Yeah.
freaking cool.
Got to get that matted and framed, and get the ultraviolet glass.
I just remember his Priceline commercials. Ah, God, like,
Right.
good old times. Bust a move.
Right.
Remember the promised margarine?
Right. Good old matches.
You guys want a light?
All right. He knows how to
Enosh
light up a
matches
room.
Malone.
no, but yeah, just been hanging out, you know, and having a good weekend. I go back to work at the school tomorrow. It's really funny, man. The kids love me, the teachers love me, the staff loves me. I met I've been there for 2 weeks, and I finally met the art teacher the other day, and she goes, "So you're Mr. Fee?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You don't even know. All I hear about all day long since you've been here is, have you met Mr. Fee? Mr. Fee is awesome. He's the best ever. He is so awesome. You know, channel."
Well, hello, potential students.
Hey,
No.
one of the for you here. So
That's just me or him.
It's him, I think.
Yeah.
You sounded like you were
Freaking
going
out.
through a tunnel.
no, that was weird. I heard that too. I don't know what that was.
Oh, that was weird.
I heard it on my end.
Oh.
I don't know what that was. But anyways, so because there's extra time, right? In the day, for each class, because it's the end of the school year, and I'm a substitute teacher anyways, right? So they got less, assignment work. It's cool because I take the first part and I tell them that they can ask 3 or 4 questions about me. And they ask those questions and I tell them more about me. So I've told them about the YouTube channel, told them about the musician and being a pastor. And they all think that's super cool. And then I go around and with each student, I ask them to tell me my name, tell me their name and something about them that either they like or something that's special about them. And they love that. And Landon was telling me, he goes, "Dad," he says, "no wonder they like you. Nobody ever shares anything about them personally with us, and that's really cool." And so I've been really loving that and just getting to know the kids and everything. And yeah. And the cool thing is too, I was worried about how the teachers would feel about me being in there. You know what I mean? Because I'm not like a certified teacher. You know what I mean? I'm going directly through our, because we've had such a crisis of needing teachers. They literally changed the law in Michigan as far as what you needed to be a substitute, which I don't understand, honestly, the old rules anyways, because you had to have 60 credit hours of a teaching degree or a teaching degree to do it. I'm like, well, if you have a teaching degree, why would you be subbing? Why wouldn't you just be a teacher?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't understand that. But
I
anyway,
think it's student teaching, right?
no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to substitute. Well, because they have an actual company that handles all the substitute teachers, right?
Oh, gotcha.
And so, so it was the law that you had to have a teaching degree to do that. But it's well, no wonder we don't have many subs, because there's a lot of people I know with teaching degrees that don't use it. They went into other fields or whatever. But why would they go back and sub if they're
qualified to fully teach?
Yeah, they're qualified to fully teach. So it didn't really make much sense. But they changed the law, and then I was told to go directly through the district that I wanted to go to. So I went through our school district. My boys still go to the high school, and all 3 of my boys went to that middle school. So so I did that, and and so I was a little worried about maybe because I knew that there was a crisis and they just needed me. And look, the people in my district were like, "Yes, thank you, please come, we need your help." And no, man, the teachers who are there, they're welcoming me with open arms, and they're just like, it's so awesome to have you here, because they were having to cover like two or three classes sometimes.
Oh
at the
wow,
same
yeah.
time, if there was a teacher out. And so I'm just loving it, man. I'm enjoying it, and it's something I'm actually looking forward to doing every day, And then it was
hell
cool.
yeah.
Social studies, this is kind of cool. So obviously, as a pastor, but just as a Christian, just in general, you can't share faith-related things with the kids unless they initiate it, right? So like that's why there's like Bible clubs and stuff like that, because they all have to be initiated by students. Teachers can't initiate a Bible club for kids or whatever, but any kind of club or anything like that kids do, then you can discuss that with them because it's student initiated. Well, a couple of cool things happened this week, especially given the nature of what I do, because in social studies, they were studying comparative religions. And guess what they just happened to be discussing the day that I had to sub for 7th grade social studies? Christian worship and Christian sacraments, like baptism and communion.
Yeah.
Who better to teach that?
Right?
I was like, awesome. So it was cool, because when they had questions about specific things, I was actually able to give them like real answers about like what's the difference between the way Catholicism celebrates baptism and communion.
I got all three done in one night.
And the way Protestants celebrate communion and baptism. So I was able to do that. And then it was cool. I was walking through the lunchroom, and literally these girls were all in a circle around a table at lunchtime, and they were all holding hands, and they were kind of cutting up and laughing. So I didn't know what they were doing. So I said, "Hey girls, how you doing, ladies?" And they're like, "We're doing good." And I said, "What are you guys doing?" And she goes, "We're getting ready to pray." And I was like, "Really?" And they look at me and they go, "Yeah, Mr. Fee, you're a pastor, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah." And they're like, "Would you join us?"
Aw.
I said,
Damn it.
"Yeah, absolutely."
Nice.
So I sat there and they prayed. And that's
Heck yeah,
kind of cool.
I haven't seen you light up like this in a long time, man. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice, dude.
Good, brother.
This is good
Good.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's it's been good actually to get away from like nonsense stuff of like
This, I hear you.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, it's nice to take a break every once in a while. You know what I mean?
it definitely, it hits the pocketbook, because the channel makes less if I'm not, on here every night.
True.
But there's more important things than money. That's what I've been trying to tell people for the longest time. That like money is not the most important. All that stuff is not important. What's important is real life stuff, man.
Stuff to fill your soul with rather than your pockets.
Well, honestly, I think this is what it's important. I think us hanging out every night, talking about what we love is what really is most important. So, yep.
So now with my friend.
All right, man.
All right.
Enjoy, man.
All right.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we'll probably wrap up here pretty soon as well. Maxis should be getting up here pretty soon, and we'll all shoot over there, or at least I will. There's the link, guys, to jump over to Movie Madison Entertainment when we end here. That way you can just keep this entertainment ball rolling for another hour or two. I don't know. Max passed out, so probably want to go for a little bit there. Should be a lot of fun. No, it's always cool when Enosh comes in, and I'm just really happy to see him happy, man. Good God.
No,
Man's been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, been worried about him, since the AFib stuff, was happening. So
Yeah, dude.
glad to see him smiling and happy.
Sometimes people just
whatever. How long is he gonna milk that shit?
Right? Damn. Sitting over here draining the sympathy, man. Nah,
the only thing I was thinking is like, we got to get him some Wi-Fi boosters. I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
He kept lagging out so much. I was like, what did he say?
Honestly, this is probably one of the best episodes of 10 Forward we did. We had like 20 people watching at once, man. This is freaking amazing. 27 likes. And it's in live, guys. You're melting my heart, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad everybody can come here. Yeah, man.
It's because Stella's here. It ain't got shit to do with me and Thade. We're losers, man.
Well,
No.
I'm starting to
Hey,
think it has
speak
nothing
for
to do with me
yourself,
Brian's
either.
show.
Thank you,
Brian.
Stella, for being here. Fantastic.
I want this beard off my face now. Like I'm going crazy.
Really?
Like everybody. I
I love it.
Were you angry
I
at us when we
hate it.
said that we wanted you to keep the beard?
Yeah, everybody said.
Hey,
keep it, so
dude, I
didn't
got to
shave
shave
it.
too, yo.
But
It's
man,
all-
I'm
dude,
looking
I
like one of
do,
those.
but it's-
I'm looking like one of those Sex Delta, Navy SEAL looking with the sunglasses and my backwards hat and the beard yesterday. I was like, oh wow, douche mode
like
activated.
you should be selling Black Rifle coffee or something.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is. And my mom's like, well, I got the pictures, baby, but I don't, you can shave it, but I love it. And I'm like, Mom, I look like a different person with this thing on my face, man. But and then yesterday everybody's like, nah, keep it, bro. Don't get rid of it. You got to keep
Well,
it. So now I'm
I
like,
have to do it. I have to do it for work. So like, here we go. We get the Jersey mics. Okay. No, dude, I can't have. I'm lucky I can have this. I've worked in food my whole life, and like,
Yeah.
having facial hair is, usually a no. But it was nice with COVID for that little bit there, because wearing a mask, you just let it go.
Mhm. It can be hidden. It can be kept.
Well, remember the freaking hair nets for your chin.
I
No,
was
you didn't have
fine
to
till
wear
the
one of
first
those.
real
You
hot
should
day
cheat it
hit,
now.
and I was
We still wear
outside it,
masks just for the hell of it.
Right?
and it was a totally different feel that I'm not used to. I'm like, well, yeah, when it was cool, it was all right, and we didn't really get a spring, did we? It went straight from winter to summer. We didn't get a spring, man. Like, it went from
Right?
2 minutes
cold,
at 3 a.m.
it went from having the heat on to the next day I had to put your air conditioner on.
It is
was
hot,
weird.
man.
But
Not even gonna
that
lie.
first hot day where I was actually out in it with this shit on my face, I thought I was like, okay, who gave me poison ivy? And why is it only on my face, man? Like, what? It's so uncomfortable having a beard in the sun, man. It's such ugh.
Yeah, it's itchy. I don't like heat and facial hair. It's just a really volatile combination. And then what you do is you shave yourself completely clean, and then you get razor burn on your neck, and then you gotta go work, and then you gotta do a set of 4 new on a freaking big truck. And you're just like, oh god, I can't even put that thing up on the balancer, dripping sweat from all. Sorry, I don't miss that. I was reliving trauma there.
That happens.
Has anybody ever here busted tires down before?
No,
Yes.
my brother used to, and I used to watch, and it's miserable.
It is the most miserable, physically demanding, so easy to fuck up, dirty jobs you could possibly have.
Oh, it's filthy.
Dude. Okay, so Les Schwab is a thing on the West Coast. I don't know if you've ever been to one or not, but like they're usually like on Oregon, California, Nevada, all that crap, Idaho. But anyways, dude, they wear white shirts, and they have to keep them white all day.
No, please no.
I could not keep
There has to be an on-site laundromat.
No,
Yeah,
they have
or they
like,
got a
multiple
case.
shirts.
Yeah, they got a case of shirts. There's no way you can bust tires all day. But at the end of the day, your shirt's black.
One brake
No
job,
joke.
shirt's black. Just no, there's not happening, dude. Not happening. I did that
And
for
I'm
years.
super
No.
picky about wearing white. Like if I buy something white, I always tell myself, you're wearing this once, maybe twice, then it's over.
Yeah, because you get a
It
little bit of
never
dirt on it, it's
main-
over.
yeah.
It'll never go
Not
back
only
to
that,
the way it was
even
before.
after you wash it that first time, even water will stain white. Anything
True.
will stain white. Basic water will stain white. It's only white that first time you wear it.
Well, especially if
Yep.
you wash it with something else.
After that, it's off white, and then it's garbage.
Yeah, no, then it gets dyed and turned to something else. That's
Yeah.
all.
Or that. If I was efficient, I should be more efficient, but I'm not.
No, I think the whole wearing white thing and the whole purity crap is like literally that, just crap. It's like, no, I work, I sweat, I do things, I get things dirty. No. Plus also
No,
if
I
I
just
wear
think I
white,
look sexy
so-
as fucking
something-
white. So
something
sometimes I wear
red.
white.
usually tomato sauce in some form will land on that shirt. So, and sometimes it isn't even me eating; it's just someone else like eating it.
It doesn't matter.
Sprays it.
It doesn't matter where I'm at, what I'm wearing. The day I buy a new shirt, it's always somehow that night we're having ribs or spaghetti or something.
Mhm.
And I'll always have to tell myself, okay, take that off. You're not even wearing this when you eat. You know,
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's funny. We're talking about white, okay? So
I just
and you know,
I just think I look good in white. You know,
I think this will be a story to end on. I'll tell you about the time I almost got beat up on Easter Sunday. Okay, so when I was 16, and when I was living in Sacramento, I received all three sacraments into the Catholic Church in one night: baptism, confirmation, first Eucharist. And so when you do it before you get baptized, you wear a brown robe. Okay.
Mhm.
And then when you come out of where the priest vests up and stuff, and you change, you
Mhm.
wear a white robe. So I'm walking home. I'm like, yay! I'm so happy I got baptized and stuff. But
oh wow, they thought something else.
little did I think I was
Yeah.
wearing. I'm wearing a white robe with a cross on it and stuff. I'm just like, oh no.
Oh, damn. I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
church wasn't in your neighborhood?
But it was in my neighborhood, but I lived in that neighborhood.
Yeah, but most
my
people.
I'll
church,
be
of
right
course,
there,
we had to give
Max.
back
I
the
just gotta
robes as
end my
soon as-
show.
Most people usually know what the church is in their hood. Even my neighborhood, Cicero, they wouldn't have acted
Yeah,
like
dude.
that.
He was like, if that's some KKK shit,
They
I'm
would
gonna
have
kick
known
your
that
ass.
was
I'm
some
like, what the
Catholic.
hell? I was like, oh,
Nah.
I'm sorry.
They would have
Sorry,
known
sir.
that was sacrament garb right away.
No, they
would've known.
didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I was scared. I was like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
But
didn't get to wear
anyways,
the robes home, so we gave
Yep.
it back right after.
Yeah,
the
I just forgot my
ceremony.
hood. I went for a walk, but I forgot my hood part. I just decided
Okay.
to wear this part.
Heck yeah.
Dumbass.
Sorry
All right,
about that,
so
guys.
Max is awake, guys. He's getting ready to start up his show.
Okay.
So click on this stream link here, guys, and we're gonna end it here. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next time. I'll be back on the lounge multiple times for To the Max with Max. Got that. We always got my 10 forward. Oh yeah. And then we got a new look at 10 forward.
Ooh, snazzy.
Yes, we do. And it's so much more to come. So make sure you guys check us out. And we'll see you guys next time.